Hello YouTube, Matt here from Blaze Gaming today, and I'm here to bring you the build log on my rig called Antares. So, this is going to be sort of a brief build log. I didn't really want to show all the techniques and whatnot that I used to build the loop, just because it is my first custom loop, as a matter of fact, and I obviously wasn't going to do everything correctly the first time around, so I don't feel the need to show you guys as more of a how-to guide, just because you probably should watch other guides before you start watching anything that I do as far as techniques and the process goes. So I'll have a little bit in the video on my bending and whatnot and how I put it all together, but I just hope you enjoy seeing the overall process that I took. So as you can see, I put a few mods in this build as well. One of them, the easiest to spot, is the LCD screen underneath or on the PSU shroud. That's just a 5-inch LCD. You'll see in the build log the back of it, how I installed it in the PSU shroud. I'll leave a link in the description for where you can get that screen, the one that I used. All you need to use is a HDMI cable to hook it up. I ran mine through the PSU shroud back underneath the motherboard and out one of the PCIe slots into the back of the GPU. And it's just purely driven off the GPU. Your PC treats it just like another monitor, so you set it up the same way that you would if you just bought another monitor. Pretty simple mod as far as how to use it. As far as how you put it in your system, that's completely up to you. That's why I really like that mod. You can personalize it however you want, and you can install it in whatever way that works for you. So if you guys end up trying to do that mod, feel free to ask me for any tips on how to do it. But otherwise, it's up to you, and I'd love to see what you guys can come up with that screen, because it's a really fun mod. Another mod you can see is the back wall panel that I did. I actually redid it. I had a different one in there before, but this is a newer one. Just added like a gray accent panel to it and whatnot. You'll see it in the video. But that's also another simple mod that just helps really clean up the build, in my opinion. And the last mod, which is a lot less noticeable, it's a lot more hidden, is the 360mm top radiator up there I put in, which required a little bit of modding. I had to cut up the top steel cage section of the case a little bit to get it to work. You'll see me installing the radiator in the video and sort of how that works. I'll leave a link in the description below of where I got the idea for that mod. It was off the LTT forum actually, so you guys can check out how someone else did it, and I basically use the same method, and but I totally removed the radiator tray for the top there, and it just really lets the 360mm radiator sit a lot higher up, so you can see more of the motherboard and whatnot, and put fans underneath the radiator and not cover everything inside the case. As for components, I have all EK blocks and fittings. The EK monoblock for the Hero 8, EK Monarch by 4 RAM block, and the GTX Strix 10 series block from EK. Then I also have a 240mm Black Ice Nemesis radiator that's 30mm thick, as well as a 360mm Black Ice Nemesis radiator up top that is also 30mm thick. The fans in the build are Thermaltake ring fans. The top ones on the top 360 rad are all RGB. The two front ones are just their static red, and the rear 140 is a static white. I also have two Be Quiet Pure Wings 2s in the front. You'll see me installing those in the build log. But that way I get a push-pull up front, and I can set up a fan curve to make it so I have pretty decent positive pressure when I have those front rad fans running a little bit faster than the rest of them. I also have an Alpha Cool D5 pump in the basement with the EK X top on it. That's a Bits Power 250mm reservoir, and then I just use 16 12mm hardline PETG tubing, mainly Thermaltake I believe. There might be some Bits Power stuff in there too. I kind of switch brands up a little bit. So recently there's been a few TechTuber channels. I'm not going to name any names, but some people are getting bad vibes about water cooling because of them, and I'm here to tell you that anybody can water cool. I mean, I'll include a picture of my PC. This PC actually, what it was 9 months ago or so, around that time. But that was my first PC build, and like I said, around 9 months later, I have already built my entire full custom loop. It's completely doable. Anybody can do it as long as you do your homework and you put in your due diligence and you aren't afraid to work for it. You can do it. Believe me. Like I said, I did it, and I came from what you see in the picture right there. But other than that, you'll see me throwing everything together in the build log, and I hope you enjoy that. Thank you for watching my build log. I hope you enjoyed it. If you couldn't tell, I am using a different camera now. I'm actually borrowing my cousin's Canon T5i, and it's a pretty nice camera, so I hope you guys notice the improvement with that. I'll be looking to pick up my own DSLR if you guys really do end up liking this. I'm going to include some, or you probably saw the pictures included in the video, some of the B-roll there. That was taken with this camera as well. So I think it's a really nice improvement for now, and hopefully I can pick up a DSLR for myself to keep this level of quality up. I haven't run every benchmark that I have for this rig yet as far as temps and specs go, and scores and whatnot, but if you guys want to see that, I can make a follow-up video on the benchmarks and you guys can see how the loop performs and everything. But other than that, I have some other videos in mind. I am going to be making a video covering a lot of the tools that I use to mod, so I hope it'll help you guys get into modding as well. You don't need to make a custom loop to make your PC look good, in my opinion. Just some simple acrylic mods are all you need, and you can really make your PC kind of stand out there from the rest of them. If you liked the video, please leave a like and comment down below. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike, and please leave me a comment as to why you didn't like it and how I can improve. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great day, and I'm going to leave the rest up to you.